St. Thomas forward Parker Bjorklund averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, and shot nearly 50% from the field last season for the Tommies. He was named second team All-Summit League and led St. Thomas to its first conference tournament victory in school history. And yet,
under normal circumstances, he never plays a second of college basketball.
There's the butterfly effect, and then there's this. One of the best mid-major players in the country almost never discovered his true potential. It all started back in 2018, as Parker was finishing up his senior season of hoops at Chaska High School in the Twin Cities.
It was fun, but I didn't love it enough to be like, I really want to take this to the next level and have it be like 100% like everything I'm doing.
We were aware of him as a Division III school. We recruited him, we evaluated him.
It's funny because when they were talking to me, this is like my junior, senior year, I wasn't super interested in like playing, college, so I didn't really honestly, after the games, I'd just go straight to the locker room. I didn't even want to talk to the college coaches. It's crazy.
Tommy's head coach Johnny Tower eventually got Parker's ear, but the talented lefty was steadfast in his decision. Call it a business decision.
I had other business ventures going on, and that's kind of where my passion was at the time. So I didn't want to, make it my full commitment thing going into college.
He was just adamant, no, this is what I'm going to do. College basketball is not in my plans, and we dropped it, right? We weren't going to beg him to play.
Ironically enough, Parker went to St. Thomas anyway to study entrepreneurship as a regular student. And thanks to some encouragement from his older brother, he started a lucrative business promoting products on social media.
That kind of inspired me, and then I started to make a few accounts, grew the audiences, and I just loved it. It was super fun. I was making money. For example, one of my accounts was beach places, so I would literally post videos or images of beaches, and people loved that, so they'd follow me, and then businesses would come to me, and it might be a beach-themed apparel shop, and they would just pay me to retweet whatever it is that they wanted, and then they'd pay me based on how many impressions I'd get them, essentially.
Eventually, the business came to an end, but not before Parker discovered, or perhaps rediscovered, an old passion: intramural basketball.
A few of the football guys asked if I wanted to play on it, and I said sure, why not? I knew it wasn't anything serious, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I had fun with it for I think it was 2 years I played that, and that's at the same time when my business venture kind of was going downhill. So I had a lot more free time, and I was having fun playing, and that's when, that sparked an interest to start playing again.
2 years went by, and, I saw him around campus a couple times. He was in the weight room. He'd play intramurals, but he was not, it wasn't like we were having conversations during that time. And then COVID hit, and that summer he reached out to our staff and asked, would it be okay if he played?
As a Division III school at the time, St. Thomas did not offer athletic scholarships. And the start of a global pandemic made tryouts and practices tenuous at best.
All we could do was wear masks and shoot socially distanced. And so here we see him, imagine his kind of intro to college basketball was that, after 2 years of intramurals.
I knew he saw some potential in me, and he liked what he saw. Obviously, I was super, super raw, and it was tough because at that time we couldn't even play 5-on-5. I couldn't even, or the whole team couldn't even get in in-game reps because of COVID and everything.
You could tell he worked really hard. You could tell he was focused. He was curious. He had all these unbelievable traits where honestly, I felt badly. I'm like, if he had been playing the last 2 years, he'd probably be an All-American, the way he can run and jump and finish around the hoop.
Parker earned a spot, and he showed enough in a pandemic-shortened season to stay on the Tommies as they transitioned to Division I.
As time went on, practicing more and more, that obviously builds confidence, and then, performing in games, that also builds confidence. So yeah, my confidence just kind of went up from there.
He can score in myriad ways, but his toughness and his competitiveness, he doesn't back down if he's going against a 7'5" center, if he's going against somebody who he's given up 5 inches and 60 pounds to. He battles.
Parker Bjorklund certainly took a circuitous route in his athletic career. From an all-in student to an all-Summit League forward, he found what he thought he had lost, and even more.
Looking back, it's kind of crazy how, I had it and then I didn't have it. Now now at like peak passion for basketball now. So yeah, it's been a roller coaster for sure.
People follow his story the next 10 or 20 years. I think that's what they're going to see, is he's doing a lot of the same things on the court. He'll do those in business, and he'll do it with a certain kind of humility and grace that is really special.
Parker has already received his undergraduate degree and is currently working on a master's in business, and yet he still wants to continue playing basketball after this season. He has interest in a professional career overseas, which is pretty remarkable for a guy who thought he was done after high school.
This has been Midco Sports Magazine, presented by Build Your Base with Beef Sports Nutrition and Training Program.